Hey everybody, it's Dr. Matt Zimmerman from Zimmerman Family Wellness. Hope you're doing fantastically well. Wanted to talk to you briefly, a couple minutes about the big bad flu that's coming to get you. It's coming to get you. As you know, it's that time of year, and every year the morning news shows and the internet and the newspapers all are going to start coming out with how bad the flu is going to be this year. And what do you have to do? Got to get the shot. You got to get the flu shot. Well, I'm here to tell you it's not the best thing to do. All right. It just started even last week, even though I was telling patients that it'll probably be a couple weeks down the road. Last week, there was an article about how there is a strain of influenza in Australia that is so terrible, and it's going to come through the northern hemisphere, and it's going to be a terrible season. And what do you have to do? You got to get your flu shot. Well, you can't go anywhere in town without saying, come get your free flu shot. Come over to get your free flu shot. Every pharmacy, obviously, they have it. Harris Teeter, Food Lion, all the grocery stores. And you got to wonder, are they doing it because they're really trying to help and fight that cause, that big, terrible flu? Or are they trying to get a piece of the $4 billion pie that is out there every year? I'm going to go with the latter. I think that's what they're trying to do. Because otherwise they really promote simple things. What are some of the things that you can do? Well, one, you can wash your hands. Wash your hands on a regular basis. You got to remember that everybody is touching everything. If they're grabbing their phone, if they're grabbing the doorknob, they're grabbing the sink handle, refrigerator, all these places, if they've got the flu and they're sneezing, you want to keep the influenza virus away from your eyes, away from your nose, away from your mouth, okay? And one of the things that can help you is you wash your hands. People say, well, why am I washing my hands so much? Because inadvertently you're rubbing your eyes and you're doing this, and God, hopefully you're not picking your nose, but all these things that can go on that you need to try to avoid. So that's one thing, wash your hands. Another reason people get the flu more in this time of year is, well, it's the lack of vitamin D. During the summer, where are you? You're outside, you're doing things, you're active. During the spring, same thing. You're outside, you're active, you're doing things outside, and the whole time you're outside, you're getting all this vitamin D, natural vitamin D, which comes from the sun. So there are supplements that you can get for vitamin D, and I highly recommend that you do that throughout the winter months. And of course, that leads us to good, proper nutrition as well, eating whole foods. And when you look for vitamins, you want to make sure that you're getting organic whole food vitamins as well. All right. Exercise is something that can help fight off the flu because it helps with blood cell production and circulation of white blood cells, which are, of course, going to be attacking any nasty little viruses that are coming into your body. Sleep. You want to make sure you're getting proper amounts of rest and sleep because when you're not, you start building up what's called adrenocortical steroids in your body, and those can bring down your immune system, which makes you more susceptible to the flu. Another thing is, I know this is going to sound hokey pokey, new age, but your attitude. Your attitude definitely is one of those things that helps with the immune system, which fights off disease and sickness. That's a whole nother field called psychoneuroimmunology, which proves that when you have a good attitude, that your immune system is stronger. So that's what I want you to really focus on, doing those things so that your immune system is better throughout the winter months and that you can fight off the disease. Now, one of the other things is, people are saying, well, you're so against the flu shot. Well, there's a couple things, and you guys need to do your own research. But through research, I've found several things that really are troublesome. One, they've never got the flu vaccine cocktail right. They base it on last year's viruses that were prevalent, usually the top 4, and what they suspect will be coming this following year. They have never gotten that strain right. Not once, okay? Plus, the flu vaccine has thimerosal, and for those of you that don't know, thimerosal is mercury. There's more mercury within one shot of the flu vaccine than is acceptable in an 8-ounce glass by the EPA. So, you couldn't have this with that amount of mercury, but yet it's okay to directly shoot that into your body. So these are things that, once again, I want you to think about and make your decision, your choices about health. Matt Zimmerman from Zimmerman Family Wellness. Have a healthy, happy day, and we look forward to seeing you in the office.